Hey everyone, welcome to Fluent English with Jane. If you're new here, hi. I'm Jane, an English coach who knows that learning a language isn't just about books and grammar, it's about real life struggles, mindset, and finding your voice. And today, I want to talk about a problem that thousands of learners face, maybe even you. The problem is, I understand English, but I can't speak it. I mean, you watch movies, you follow podcasts, you even understand native speakers. But when it's your turn to talk, you go blank. You freeze. You panic. Or maybe you just stay silent. If that sounds like you, stay with us. Because today we're going to dive deep into this issue and then explore some real, practical ways to beat it. And I'm not doing this alone. With me today is someone who has lived this challenge and turned it around. My good friend, Kevin. Hey, Kevin, welcome.
Hey Jane, always great to be here. And wow, this topic. It's so real. I used to live in that understanding only zone for years. People thought I was fluent, but I was silently suffering.
Same here. Honestly, when I was learning French, I had the exact same issue. I understood my teacher. I got good grades. But when I went to Paris for the first time, I opened my mouth and nothing came out.
Yes, you feel like your brain is working but your mouth is locked. Like, I know the words. I just can't say them right now.
Yes, and I think that's the key. It's not that we're bad at English. It's that we've trained our ears, but we haven't trained our mouth and confidence.
Let's slow down and break this problem into pieces. So, why does this happen?
Well, here's what I've seen with hundreds of learners. People spend years consuming English, reading, listening, watching movies, but they don't produce it. They never speak regularly, so that skill stays weak.
It's like someone who watches 100 cooking videos, but never cooks. You understand the recipe, but you still burn the rice.
Haha, I love that. Exactly. Another thing is, people are scared to make mistakes. They think if I speak badly, they'll laugh at me. I'll sound stupid.
And that fear becomes a wall. So even when your brain says, say it, your body goes, nope, stay quiet. It's safer.
Right. And the more we stay silent, the harder it becomes to speak later. It's like a muscle. If you don't use it, it gets weaker.
So true. And I think a lot of learners believe this myth. When I learn more vocabulary, I'll finally speak. But honestly, that day never comes.
Nope. Because speaking isn't about knowing more. It's about using what you already know, even if it's just 300 words.
You know what helped me realize that? I met a man who had only been learning English for 6 months. His vocabulary was small, but he talked a lot. He used simple words. And guess what? Everyone loved talking to him.
That's so inspiring. So yeah, the real skill isn't perfect speaking. It's brave speaking. You don't need to sound like a BBC newsreader. You need to sound like you. Okay, Kevin, let's now give our listeners some real tools. Not theories, practical things they can start doing today.
All right, tip number 1 from me. Start talking to yourself, daily. Out loud. No joke. Talk to yourself in English in the mirror, while cooking, walking, or even before sleeping. Say what you're doing. Ask yourself questions. Answer them. It builds the habit of producing English.
Yes, I did the same. At first, I felt a little awkward, like, am I talking to ghosts? But the moment I made it a habit, something changed. English stopped being a school subject and started being my companion.
Exactly. And you don't need fancy vocabulary. Even simple stuff like, I like this, or, where is my phone, helps your mouth get used to forming English sentences.
You know what I used to do? Every night before bed, I'd lie down and say, okay, Jane, let's review the day. Then I'd speak for 2 to 3 minutes about what I did, what I felt, what I learned. It was like journaling, but out loud.
Yes, it's like creating a mini speech every day, and no one's judging you. You're free to make mistakes, repeat yourself, even invent words.
Yes, true. I once said cleanify instead of clean and laughed for 5 minutes. But hey, I remembered the word better after that. And honestly, your brain starts getting comfortable with producing English.
Yes, that comfort zone expands little by little. So if you're listening to this right now, here's your challenge. Tonight, or right after this episode, talk to yourself for just 1 minute in English. Don't plan. Just speak. Even if it's, I don't know what to say, this is weird, say it.
Exactly. The goal isn't perfection, it's activation. You're not a student anymore. You're a speaker now. Let's move from silence to sound. The second tip is use voice memos to record yourself. No need for fancy equipment. Just open the voice recorder on your phone and talk. Start with easy topics. Record it, and then, here's the important part, listen back.
Oh, I love this one. It's like hearing a version of yourself you didn't know existed. And yeah, it's awkward at first. I used to hate my voice. But I started noticing my common mistakes, my filler words, and my pronunciation.
Exactly. It's like giving yourself feedback without a teacher. And you know what's really cool? After a few weeks, you listen to your first memo and go, wait, did I really sound like that? I've improved so much.
Yes, it's like having a progress diary, but in your voice. And honestly, if you can speak to a microphone, you're already preparing for real conversations. And the third tip is find a speaking buddy. It doesn't have to be a teacher. Just find someone who wants to improve their English, like you, and talk a few minutes every day or week.
Yes, and it doesn't even have to be video. It can be voice messages, short audio chats, or even just a phone call.
Exactly. My first speaking partner was a man from Vietnam. We met on a language exchange app and we made a deal. Let's speak 10 minutes every evening. That's all. And it was incredible. We laughed, we made mistakes, and we grew. No pressure. Just two learners helping each other.
That's so beautiful. I had a similar experience with a girl from Argentina. We didn't correct each other too much, we just talked. Sometimes we discussed serious topics like culture, sometimes silly stuff like, what would you do if you woke up as a cat?
Those kinds of silly conversations are perfect. Because you're relaxed, and when you're relaxed, the English flows.
Totally. And here's a tip inside the tip. If you don't know anyone who wants to practice, start with yourself. Record a question one day and answer it the next day. You become your own partner.
Whoa, I've never thought of that. Past Kevin asks a question, and future Kevin replies. I love it.
Okay, Kevin, now it's time for one of my all-time favorite speaking tricks. Tip 4. Shadowing.
Absolutely. Shadowing helped me sound more natural, not just speak correctly.
For anyone listening who hasn't heard of shadowing, it means you copy native speakers. You repeat what they say, immediately after them, like a shadow.
I used to do this with Joey from Friends. I'd play a scene, pause it, and repeat his exact sentence with the same tone. It really helped me a lot.
I also did this with The Office. I copied Pam, Jim, even Michael Scott. I even shadowed their facial expressions while saying things. It was so fun.
It really is. You learn pronunciation, speed, emotion, all at once. And over time, your own speaking becomes more confident and natural.
And here's how I recommend doing it. Choose a 10 to 20-second clip. Watch it once. Then again with subtitles. Pause and repeat each line. Finally, play the whole clip and try to say it with the character.
Yes, you're not just learning words, you're learning rhythm. And you start to feel the language in your mouth.
That's so true. So here's my final tip for today, and I hope it stays with you. Don't wait for perfection, just start speaking. If you're waiting for the perfect sentence or the perfect accent, you'll be waiting forever. The best moment to speak English was yesterday. The second best moment is right now.
Right now, even if your voice shakes, even if you make 10 mistakes, it's still your voice. And that matters.
Exactly. Start small. Start scared. Start now. Because fluency isn't something you get. It's something you build one sentence at a time. And if this episode gave you something, a little motivation, a new idea, or just comfort in knowing you're not alone, then we'd love for you to follow the podcast or subscribe wherever you're listening. We're here every week with real conversations and honest advices.
And if you know someone who needs this, share it. Let's grow together. Let's speak, even if it's messy. Because that's how we learn.
All right, dear listeners, keep talking, keep trying, and we'll see you next time on Fluent English with Jane.